guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Emily. If you're returning, welcome back. Today's video is going to be an honest review 1 year later of the Eb7 Elite Commuter Folding e-bike made by Swagtron. I've had this bike once again for a little over a year now. This one is actually my fiance's. I own an EB5 Pro Plus that you can see there in the background. And this review is going to be just what we think about this bike a year going forward. Before we get into this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button. That way you'll be notified of all the latest here at EP Life. And without further ado, let's get on into it. The Eb7 e-bike runs $699.99 on Swagtron's website. It comes in two colors, the red and black, as you can see here, as well as a white and blue. It has 16-inch air-filled tires, as well as a 36-volt battery, and many other features. Let's go ahead and get started with the handlebar. Handlebar is slightly different compared to previous models. Got your throttle on the right, front brake on your left, rear brake on your right. This new awesome LED monitor, which helps you control the bike's power, change your speed modes, which they have 3, we'll discuss that in a minute, as well as your battery level. This phone mount that David has on his bike actually came separately. We purchased at a local bike shop. If you're commuting, this is definitely a must. This lever here at the top of the handlebar, once you pull it up, you're able to adjust the entire handlebar based on comfort. Great for riding rugged terrain and you want to get a good grip. Another cool thing about that LED display that I was previously discussing, you could control this awesome headlight on the bike, which is great. It's super bright at night. Sorry we didn't get a chance to cover it and catch it at nighttime, but great to use on late night commutes. Want to make sure people can see you, along with the front and rear reflectors, as well as a horn button. This guy has a horn. David is going to be showing us in this clip how simple it is to fold the Eb7, but before that he wants to make a point to show a pro and a con of the Eb7. And that is it right here, this keyhole. This keyhole is used to insert a key that comes with the bike that you can put in a key to remove and click in the battery. Now you want to make sure that you have this key handy, pretty much on a set of house keys, because without that key you are not able to remove that battery, and that's good for security reasons, but also if you want to lock the bike somewhere, you are going to need it. Now we're going to go ahead and continue with the folding process. There's magnets on the tires. You want to make sure you align those magnets so those two back wheels stay together. You want to flip in those pedals. There is a stand. Not sure if you can see it because of the sun glare. There is a stand at the bottom of the Eb7, unlike previous models, that helps to keep the bike standing up. If you saw my previous video of the EB5 Pro Plus, you noticed that I wasn't able to fully stand up my bike because of my cell phone mount, but with that stand, David is able to stand up his bike with no problem. And there it is, fully folded. Great to throw in the trunk of a car for a bike ride, great to ride the subway or a bus and have it folded, you know, by your legs, out of the way. And honestly, a total of 42 pounds this guy, whether it is folded or not. Now, although the battery on the Eb7 is supposed to be better than previous models, I say supposed to because despite the 36-volt battery, it still does a range per charge of 15.5 miles, which is the same as the EB5 Pro Plus. And just like that, with a few easy clicks and the kickstand out, the bike is out and ready to go. Doesn't even take more than 5 minutes. Now David is doing a test run of the bike between modes of speed 1 and 2. He is doing a mix of pedaling as well as throttling. Now this bike, just like its predecessors, has power assist, which means once you get on the bike and start to pedal, the motor will kick in. However, the difference with this bike compared to other models is it has cruise control. So he can pedal for a bit, and then after a while he just has to hold on, keep his balance, and the bike does the rest. It goes on a speed of 18.6 miles per hour. That is the maximum. However, I can honestly say it solely depends on weight. David goes an average, I want to say between 10 to 15 miles per hour, pretty consistent. And that is along with the battery life of the bike, as well as his weight and the bike's weight itself, which once again is 42.3 pounds. Now, in terms of pros, apart from the horn, headlights, and speed and new body of the EB7, one thing to also consider is the hydraulics in the back of the seat. I can honestly say David is able to take bumps and potholes better than I am. Along with the 16-inch air-filled tires, he is able to have more support on his back and his body with the hydraulics in the back. And while there are pros, there are also cons. One of these cons is the battery. Now, yes, you are paying for an upgraded battery, a 36-volt ion battery. However, we both have found and concluded with both riding the EB7 that the EB5 Pro Plus battery does tend to last longer than the EB7. Now, I am not sure if that's because of David's weight, or the weight of the bike, or the speed mode that he's on. Speed 3 does have you ride at a faster speed. Not too fast. I would say I was more close to that 15 miles per hour, 15.5 miles per hour range. Nothing more than that. But even still, the battery does tend to die faster compared to predecessors. Another thing to consider is the brakes. This bike runs on disc brakes. As you notice, there are no actual brakes in your front of the bike that you can squeeze, in which your disc brakes, when you get specific dirt or city gravel in those brakes, they will squeak if you need to press on them hard. Like if you need to come into a sudden stop, those brakes will squeak. And just to clarify, I know we've mentioned time and time again that we've had these bikes for over a year. The squeaking was right out of the box. The squeaking is not something new that came up. We got the bike, we took it for a test run, I believe at this same bike path, and slammed on the brakes, and they were squeaking. If you somehow have to slowly ease into braking, potentially like at a red light or a stop sign, squeaking. I don't know if by cleaning the brakes it would completely make it go away. These bikes were stored for some time in my parents' garage, and we noticed that the squeaking had disappeared and then reappeared. So not exactly sure on that. Could be user error. Don't fully take my word for it. But when all is said and done, awesome headlight, great sounding horn, hydraulic support is amazing, supported air-filled 16-inch tires, and the added security of that swappable, removable battery via key, I'm gonna go ahead and give the Swagtron Eb7 a 8 out of 10. And that wraps up our honest review of the Swagtron Eb7 commuter folding e-bike. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to my fiance for being the model and the spokesperson for the Swagtron Eb7. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button. That way you'll be notified of all the latest here at EP Life, where we do lifestyle vlogs and honest reviews. And if you like this video and it helped you in any way, go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up. You have no idea how much it supports the channel. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!